Hello everybody, how you doing? I'm Mark again, back for this Board Game Life doing another unboxing. And today we're looking at Tower Up. So Tower Up is a game from Monolith Games, and this is designed by Frank Crichton, Gregory Largy, and Sebastian Paushin. I so apologize, I feel like I'm butchering these. The art has been done by Nadij Caligari, Laurent Escoffier, Jeffrey Steparenko. Oh, I so need to learn how to say all of your names. I feel bad. I know I'm not getting those right. So my apologies, and I hope I didn't butcher them too bad. So today we're going to again look at Tower Up. It's 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, and it does take about 30 to 45 minutes. And that is very accurate. I think I don't think I've had a game take over an hour. That was every game I've played so far with new people, teaching them, playing with 4 players. I don't think we've ever gone over an hour. So it's a really quick game. It's a very fun game. So let's take a look at what's in the box. All right, so we'll take the cover off. We'll set that over there. We got a nice, another full-size, full-color rule book. This one is, how many pages? Only 8 pages long. That's it. So, again, this one, the expansion of the city's downtown is in full swing. So you are expanding the downtown area. You are head of one of the construction companies, mandated for all the skyscrapers, new buildings, juicy bonuses, and if all goes well, all the riches. So name of the game is to be the richest player at the end of the game. And to achieve this, you must collect the right raw materials, put your 10 roofs in play in an ideal manner and timing. So the really cool thing about this game, I think, is that if the board was printed on both sides. So you can fold it in half and you have a 2-player setup, or flip it open for a 3 to 4 player. You're going to get a bunch of floor pieces, roof colors. Does come in yellow, pink, orange, and blue. And 4 player boards. You're going to get 44 material cards, 10 objective cards, some bonus chips. Everyone gets 4 vehicle markers and then 4 traffic cones, and I'll pull them out here in a bit. One nice thing about this, again, full, just like the game I reviewed yesterday or did a unboxing of with Skyrise, you get a nice big full center page here of how everything is laid out, how everything looks, where everything goes. Really nice job on the rule book. And again, very simple. The game is, you in your turn, you're either going to take a card, or you're going to start a new building, place a roof by paying the cost of that building, and then that's basically it. And the game goes until a player has placed all 10 of their roofs. There's you can get extra turns. There's objectives, and then of course you score at the end, and whoever has the high score wins. And then the back page does show the objectives and some little reminders and some, they call it precisions and reminders, kind of some tips for the game. So let's take a look at the board. set that off to the side for a moment. Okay, 2 players, done. You just unfold it that way. You've got your objective cards here. That'll fit in the screen. Got your objective cards here. You put your bonus points. So the first person to complete this objective gets 7 points. The next person gets 3. And you're just working within this smaller city. For 4 players, we're going to open that up. And voila, you've got a much larger city. So again, you've got your bonus objective cards up here, but you get 7, 5, 3, and 3 for scoring first, second, third, and fourth. And then you would just have your 5 different neighborhoods, and that's the board. So, all right, let's pull out your player boards. These are double-layered player boards. They're all identical. They're just in your color. So really nice, good quality player boards. I love a good player board. I'll be honest with you. I do enjoy that. I love when you're able to, whoops, this one's upside down. When you're able to take things like your bonuses, your bonus tiles. Let me try to grab one out here. So say you get this one and it just slots right in there, stays in your board, doesn't move around. Really do like that. All right, so those are the player boards. They are one-sided. So Boxtown Enterprise, Downtown Engineering. So you get your company name on there on the back. Didn't even notice that till just now. Castlemania International. Look at that. There you go. Okay, so here's the rest of the box. So you've got a nice insert. Everything goes back in very nice, neat, and organized. So you've got all these pieces here, but your player boards fit right on top. Everything stays nice and snug. For here, all these are the floor pieces. The game board's going to fit right over here to keep all that in place. So no loosey-goosey here. So every player does have their colored roofs. And I'll show you one thing. Again, this is kind of like one thing I do like about this is I'm a big component guy. I love components. I don't need to pull all the yellow ones out and put them back, but I'll pull one of each and you can maybe see. I'm going to put these up here for you to see on the overhead. Might be a little hard to see from this angle, but you should be able to tell. They're all different. They're all different roofs. Not only different colors, there's different shape and styles of roofs, which I think is really cool. You know, this one's got like a water tank on the top of it. The yellow is just kind of a domed roof, like it would be all windows or something. This one looks like it's got, I don't know, AC equipment and stuff like that up on the roof. And then you got another one that's kind of like I don't know, old style roof. I don't know what they're called, but I like that they're all different. I think that just adds a nice uniqueness. Everybody gets these little wooden pieces, and what you do with those is when you're playing, these go on your board. So you put each color in its spot, and then as you're playing the game, and you build certain buildings, based on how high the building is, you'll get to move these things. You'll move these things and advance them during the game. And there I did it again. I'm catching myself. I'm saying Sorry, folks. I caught this the other day. I say a million times. I just heard it like twice in just a few seconds, and I've probably said it a bunch of times just since the start of this video. I'm trying to work on that. Let's see what happens. I don't need everybody turning this into a drinking game and getting hammered because I cannot speak appropriately. Okay. You have storage for your bonus chips. All 4 players The cones here that you get are used for scoring. So there's little traffic cones in everybody's color. And then this side actually comes out, and you use this in the game. So you can set it off. I could set it off to the side. And you have your objective cards. So you're going to draw 3. I'll just grab 3 there. They go, and they go up there, and the rest go in the box. You'll put your little tokens out there. And the material cards, you will shuffle up, and then you have a discard pile, or I mean a draw deck right here. And then you put 3 out on the display. There will always be 3 on the display. And on your turn, you will either take what's on the card. So if I took this one, I would get, I take a white floor and 2 gray floors from the supply. And I would put them in front of me, and then this would get discarded. That card gets discarded. You also start the game with 1 of every color block. And as you go, so say, and you also start the game will also start with 3 buildings out. So you start with putting a gray, a black, and then you look at the bottom of the cards that are on the market. And this one's a wild. I'll just take a brown. And you just randomly place the first 3 on the board. And then everybody starts with 1 of each floor. So these are floors. So we'll say that I took this card on my first turn. So I took the extra pieces, and now this is what I have in front of me on my next turn. And what you have to do is you either draw a card to take resources, and if you take a card like this that shows the little vehicles, then this means you take one tile of a color of your choice, and then you would move your little vehicle that you have, the white vehicle, you'd move it 2 spaces. If there's only 1 here shown, you'd move it 1 space. But if I wanted to build, and again, I'm going into how to play, but this is really all there is in the box. This is the components. This is it. So I'm just going to show you a little bit. I want to do a little bit of building here. You have to place adjacent to another building that's already started, and you cannot use the same color. So I could not put a gray building here. And adjacency is based on the roads between each little building site. So I could put a black one here because it's adjacent, but then I have to pay the cost, which you have to build a floor of all adjacent buildings. So I had to put a floor here. Then, let's say I'm playing as yellow, I have to put a roof on either one of these. So let me pull this back, and we will just we'll go with the gray guy. So let's say I have my board, my thing. So I'm going to put my roof on him. He has 2 floors, so I'm going to move him 2 spaces. And you just that's it on your turn. You're either drawing a card or you're placing a new building, and you always have to place a new building out. And so here you would have to pay the black. So that's the cost. If I went here, so let's say here later on, I went here, it's adjacent to the gray, I would have to pay the cost of putting a gray. That goes on. And then again, I would either put a roof on my white one or on the gray one. And now it's 3 places high. So I'd go 1, 2, 3 and move. So as you're moving your vehicles across, these are the points at the top. I mean, it's money. This is 3 million, 5 million, 4 million, but these are the points that you're adding up. And when you have, when all of your vehicles pass any one of these colored lines, if all 4 are sitting on that line or some have passed, then you get a free turn. You get to go again. And that can happen multiple times in the game, up to 4 times in the game. So that's kind of the general idea. I mean, there's a little bit more to how to play, but again, this is not a how to play. This is an unboxing. But I wanted to just kind of show you a little bit of how the buildings will get constructed. And it gets pretty fun when everything is out and you're going to build. You always have to start with a new building. So I couldn't come later and go, oh, I'll go here and here. Because I have to place on a new construction, so to speak. And as these things get built out, you will have, so let's just say, for example, at a situation like this. So if I wanted to construct here, I can't put a white, I can't put a brown, and I couldn't put a gray. So I would have to put a black there. But if I'm building this black floor, then I have to pay the cost, which is I have to put a white, top to white, top to gray, and top to brown. Everything adjacent you have to pay by adding another floor to that. So then it starts, you really got to try to get those resources, and it gets a little more complicated. You're trying to meet your goals. It's a fun game. It's a lot of fun. It moves quickly, which is something I really do enjoy. It doesn't bog down. There's really not a lot of downtime unless someone's having analysis paralysis. But even that seems to be pretty minimized. There's, you know, not a ton of things that you could possibly do. It's very, you're either laying a new building or drawing, getting resources. Simple as that. So that is Tower Up. And again, I love this game. It's been a lot of fun. It's new. I just got it very recently. Have played it about I think three times I've played it in total, and it's just been a blast every time. My game groups have really enjoyed it, and it's one that, hey, bring that Tower Up game again. So if you're interested, check it out. Again, this is a ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players, 30 to 45 minutes. So if you've got, again, this is one of those games I think kind of fits, like, you can have younger players, older players, you can have new players to board gaming, as well as those that might like the heavier stuff. Just much like I said yesterday in the Skyrise unboxing, it kind of fits. There is enough tactical and thinking. It's not a Brass Birmingham or anything, but it does have some thought to it and tactics. Do you go for the bonus cards? Are you trying to, how do you keep your roofs from other people building on your roofs, and so that you can score those at the end of the game? And there's a lot of different ways to kind of score. Excellent game. Highly recommend it. So again, this is Mark. Thank you for tuning in to this Board Game Life's unboxing of Tower Up, and we'll see you at the table.